It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors, they want to come out of the gate strong tonight. We've heard them talk about establishing the upper hand right away, not sitting back and playing it safe in the early stages. Well, tonight we get to see one of the top point guards in the league, and Kyle Lowry. You know all about his ability to shoot and come up with big plays, but he also has a great basketball IQ, studies the game as much as anybody does.
Oh, he's a student of the game. He watches film, from what I hear, religiously all the time, trying to exploit the weaknesses of his opposition. He's fantastic with his court awareness. I love Kyle Lowry.
Do you watch a lot of film, Shaq?
I don't watch a lot of film, but I watch this guy. He's the second coming of Chris Paul.
Really?
He's developed into a leader and a coach on the floor.
Wow, that is very, very strong.
Yes.
From you, Shaq.
Best leader in basketball.
Kenny,
a friend
do you
of
watch
mine
a lot of
always says
films?
that.
I did watch a lot of film, you know.
Do you watch many films?
Yeah, I watch. I just saw a couple movies by Denzel Washington, a couple movies by, I watch a lot of film.
I only got one film I watch, Ernie.
What's that?
Your highlight reel.
I Am Kazam.
We'll see you later.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Raptors are out of Toronto and into an interconference game. Welcome, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah. It's the home of the Jazz. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, when DeMar DeRozan hit free agency in the summer of 2016, not only did he not meet with any other team than the Raptors, he didn't want to meet with any other team. He said, I am Toronto. Outside of where I'm from, I represent this city harder than anybody. Toronto is all I've known. I came in at 19, and I've treated it like home ever since then. Kevin?
And DeRozan is so important to this Raptors team, DA. I'm sure they're glad he's sticking around for the long haul. Doris, a wealth of experience, will be out on that floor here tonight. Two veteran ball clubs for sure. What kind of game does that typically bring us?
Well, like you, Kevin, these guys are very savvy.
Yes.
They'll bring good fundamentals, they understand the big picture, and they know how to play the right way.
And so off the tip, it's Utah. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Ibaka is the 4 and Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Powell in at the 3. Now here's Hood. And Favors kicks to Rubio. 5 on the clock. They get it back. And that one drops.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass, Kevin.
Rubio against Lowry. Valanciunas dishes to Powell. Screen by Ibaka. Three-pointer, Lowry. The rebound by the Jazz.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
Well, you know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Now here's Powell after the miss from Ricky Rubio. Ibaka with the screen on Rubio. And DeRozan kicks to Ibaka. Back to DeRozan. From deep three-point range, that shot is off. So Utah will take it the other way. Rubio in the corner. Ingles with the screen for Rubio. Hood kicks to Favors. It's stolen by Ibaka. Outside DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Dishes to Powell. Over Ingles. The shot by Powell, no good. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now, here's Ingles. Guarded by Powell. Gobert with it. Favors with a screen on Ibaka. Here's Hood. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Heads-up defensive play by Jonas Valanciunas. The alert, the aware, the always ready to send it back.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And what a terrific fan base for the Raptors. Third highest attendance in the league.
Well, visiting players will talk about how loud they get, Kev. And think about it, even on the road, a lot of the Raptors fans will make their presence felt.
He's off on the second. On defense, the Raptors. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Here's Ingles. Gobert the pass to Ingles. And another shot. And he makes the bucket. Drew contact and gets the whistle too.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
You look at Rudy Gobert. Do you see him in the mold of, say, Doris a Tyson Chandler?
I think the Stifle Tower has got a bigger upside. Both of those guys are 7'2" who can impact the game with defense, rebounding, shot blocking, and finishing around the rim. Both with great mobility. So I do see the comparison.
One shot.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
And you look back early in his career, Rudy Gobert, he kind of clogged things up just as much at the offensive end as he did defensively. And I tell you what, though, he's made significant strides, becoming much less of a liability on offense.
Now, here's Lowry. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And the basket by Rubio.
I'll tell you, this offense looks completely different and so much better spacing when Rubio can be a legitimate threat from range.
And Gobert last season with career highs in field goal percentage and free throw percentage.
And he averaged double figures for the first time in his career. If you ask me, he'll be a walking double-double in this league for a long time.
Jazz leading by 7. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Hood against DeRozan. Kicks it out to Rubio. To the inside. Favors. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out. And to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA, the ability to stay in front of smaller men in switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility.
And he's good on the second.
Well, Derek Favors undoubtedly has turned himself into a dependable power forward, someone capable of averaging a double-double in the NBA.
Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. Outside DeRozan. The 18-footer is right on the mark. DeRozan's got his first 2 points.
That area, Kev, that in-between game between the post and three-point line, that's where players like DeMar make their living.
Favors with the screen. Favors with the screen on DeRozan. Here's Hood. Rubio in the corner. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
I tell you, unwilling to settle for something on the perimeter, Rubio sticks his nose inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Valanciunas dishes to Ibaka. Screened by Valanciunas. High post shot. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Hood kicks to Rubio. Valanciunas against Gobert. And there's the pass to Favors. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Raptors trail by 8. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, at this point, a multiple-time All-Star, a member of the U.S. national team at the Olympics in Rio. We'll just call him the gold standard, Kyle Lowry.
The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And he makes the first.
Well, to me, without question, Kyle Lowry is the Raptors MVP and has keyed their growth into an Eastern Conference powerhouse.
And so Lowry nails both of them. And you look at Lowry's tenure in Toronto, it's crazy how close they came to trading him doors back in late 2013.
Well, Kev, they actually told him they were going to trade him. And then talks broke down with the New York Knicks, and then they started winning. Sometimes the best trades are the ones you don't make.
Now here's Hood. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change over Ibaka. Hood can't get it to go.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Powell kicks to DeRozan. And Lowry has it in the corner. Passes to Ibaka. And stolen by Favors. Now, here's Ingles. He's covered closely. The feed to Rubio. Hood setting the pick for Rubio. Hood against Lowry. Hood kicks to Favors. It's stolen by Ibaka. DeRozan in the corner. 20 feet out. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. DeRozan's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, firing the jumper as soon as he receives the pass, DeRozan doesn't give the defender any time to react.
Gobert the screen. Ibaka against Favors. Rubio in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Rubio. Favors has got 5.
Well, how much do you enjoy watching Derek Favors do his thing? This guy is a super skilled big, fantastic at capitalizing on these opportunities.
In the corner, Powell with it. From outside, off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Hood, the pass to Rubio. Gobert, the screen. And Rubio kicks to Hood. Shoots over to Rosen. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Screen by Ibaka. To the middle. And the rejection by Favors.
Derek Favors using that long frame to send that back twice on the pipes, Kevin.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Valanciunas against Gobert. There's the pick. Screen by Valanciunas. And he comes up with the deuce. He has 6.
It feels like every look is a good look for DeMar DeRozan. Hand in his face, guy in his grill. No pressure.
Rubio with it. Lowry picks him up. Rubio dishes to Favors. 6 feet out. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. A different look for Utah. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Burks in for Rodney Hood. And then for Toronto, Pirtle comes in for Valanciunas. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Serge Ibaka. And Favors kicks to Cephalosha. Gobert, the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Such a wide open look. And it's 7 points for Derek Favors.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's the screen. Here's Powell. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, we call that a sturdy screen set by Jakob Poeltl. Makes every bit of use of that 7'1" frame.
Now, here's Rubio. 5 points in the game. Cephalosha passes to Favors. Gobert, the screen. Favors can't get it to go.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim. Well, without great floor spacing, the Jazz have to work harder than most teams to find quality shots. They're very patient and methodical running their offense.
And the Jazz run a half-court offense. A lot of cuts and screens to create their shots.
Well, they are right near the top in what we call screen assists. Shots created off a screen. Ironically, not a ton of regular assists, despite all the passing required in their offense.
No good on the free throw. Of course, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Here's your Rebco. They set the screen. Udo dishes to Mitchell. Powell with the steal. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
Burks kicks to Rebco. Cephalosha passes to Mitchell. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. Out of hand on it. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Pass to Anunoby. Wright sets a screen. There's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And now just a 1-point Jazz lead. Now here's Burks, guarded by Powell. Cephalosha kicks to Mitchell. He dishes it to Urebko. Hits it from three-point range. Urebko's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Wright kicks to Powell. Pass to Anunoby. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Pirtle, and the rejection by Udo. Here's Mitchell, guarded by Wright. The dish now to Burks. Now Urebko. Puts up a three. Siakam pulls it in. Raptors trail by 4. Now here's Powell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Alec Burks. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Here's Mitchell. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Jazz lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus.
And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he screams you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, you say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, you love the determination. It seems like every rebound is theirs for the taking. They are overwhelming the opposition.
Cephalosha is out there with Urebko. Then there's Udo. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Mitchell in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post. I agree. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint. Here's Wright, looking for his first basket still in this one. They set the pick. Powell with the screen. Anunoby, good.
Well, we know this about Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder. He has a wide range of coaching experience, right? He's coached at the college level, in the minors, over in Europe, and in today's game, I think that breadth of experience is invaluable.
Here's Mitchell. Raptors knocking down the tray. Burks in the corner. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the pass to Anunoby. He kicks it to Pirtle. Wright sets a screen. Pirtle dishes to Powell. From beyond the arc. Goes back up. Pirtle. Rebound, Utah.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Deflects the pass. And he jams it with authority.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, you know, sometimes your gut tells you to take a shot at the pick and then big move to keep the pressure on.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Nogueira's checked in for Powell. Burks kicks to Cephalosha. Nice ball movement by Utah. They set the pick. Shoots the three. Nailed from three-point land. Cephalosha's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Right outside. Nogueira kicks to Pirtle. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Here's Wright after the basket by Utah. Here's Anunoby. 5 points in the game. On the clock. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
Well, Kev, this team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Here's your Rebko. They set the pick. Off the screen. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here is Pirtle. To the paint. Here's Wright. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Cephalosha. Rebko kicks to Mitchell. Feeds it to Cephalosha. Dishes it to Mitchell. Goes up to the stripe. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Wright outside. Nogueira kicks to Siakam. He feeds it to Wright. Over to the left wing. They set the screen. Here's Anunoby in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Burks kicks to Rebko. Passes it to Cephalosha. The feed to Mitchell. Goes up off the pick, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And in today's game, we're really so used to thinking of passing as the key to an efficient offense. But this Raptors club, they do it a different way. For them, that screen is the assist, giving their guard space to pull up or attack the rim.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Yuta. Joe Ingles comes in for Cephalosha. Hood's checked in for Burks. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Mitchell. Gobert, the screen. Back to Ingles. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Ingles has got his first points of the game. And the Raptors for the last few seasons, Greg, right at the bottom of the league in assists.
Yeah, but nevertheless, they do make good decisions. They're a low turnover team, and they've been pretty efficient offensively. One area where you can offset that is by their ability to get to the free throw line, because that puts a lot of pressure on your defense with their ability to attack.
Toronto leading by 3. Outside Lowry. Down low. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. And it's good for 2. DeRozan's got 8 points.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Now here's Ingles. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Rubio. Gobert with a screen on Lowry. Rubio the pass to Gobert. Nogueira with the steal. And here's DeRozan. 8 points for him. Kicks it to Nogueira. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Over Jerebko. Ibaka, no luck. Jazz trail by 5. Rubio outside. Gobert with it. Nogueira pulls it in.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Now Rubio. He's got 5. Here's Gobert. He can't hit that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. The shot's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Rubio. He dishes it to Jerebko. Clock at 4. Has to Gobert. Over Nogueira. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. He's got 5.
You like how he uses his height there.
No, exactly. I mean, you're talking about surveying the defense and cashing in with the gorgeous mid-range.
Now, here is Lowry. He's got 5. Here's Ibaka. Rebounded by Jerebko. Jazz trail by 5. And here's Rubio. There's the pick. Gobert the screen. And Rubio kicks to Hood. Here's Jerebko. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
DeRozan against Hood. Gobert with the block.
Now, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
Raptors leading by 3. Screen by Ibaka. Unloads from 13. And the shot is long. Utah has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Rubio the pass to Jerebko. Here's the screen. Gobert dishes to Ingles. Shot clock at 6. Hood with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Off the screen. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Nogueira's got 4 rebounds now tonight. DeRozan passes to Anunoby. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Once in a while, we talk about the makeup of a good teammate. But Doris, what are some ominous signs that a player might be in it for more himself as opposed to team?
Well, I think anytime you see someone who's not committed to practicing at the important times, somebody whose availability might be in question, who might let a slight, I don't want to say injury, but a nick or a bump or a bruise, limit their availability, that's obviously a difficult thing.
Sure.
And, the other part is, Kevin, the players that I think have the most success are those that can be as joyous about their teammates' success as they are about their own. That's something that strikes me about the Golden State Warriors. It's a group invested in the group's success, and you see that both monetarily in terms of what some players are willing to give up, and you also see that basketball, someone like a Klay Thompson who has to be effective in fewer shots with the addition of Kevin Durant.
Good breakdown. Derek Favors checked in for Utah. And so he's able to get one of two. And the depth of this Jazz team, definitely one of its strong points.
Well, I think one of the best benches in the league, certainly, and it's been a hallmark of well-run franchises. It's not just the centerpieces, but every piece that affects the final outcome.
Rubio with a wide-open look. Good on the triple. Rubio's got 10 points in the game.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Shot from 16. Rebound, Utah.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Hood can't get it to go.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Here's Anunoby. Ingles covering. Ibaka sets the pick for DeRozan. Outside Lowry. From outside the arc. No good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. There's a good screen. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Gobert the screen. Favors can't get it to go. Raptors with the lead.
2-for-1 territory, but they got to work quick.
Right, you don't want to rush it, but you do want to get off as quick a shot as possible.
Here's Anunoby. 8 points for him. Valanciunas dishes to Ibaka. And it's Ibaka again missing.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Gobert the screen. Here's Rubio. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Toronto ahead, leading by just one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They never got too far behind, as their largest deficit in the period was 8. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
They did some good things, but not enough. They need to start being more assertive. Go harder to the rim. Generate some free throw opportunities at the very least. Do something.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. The Raptors shooting for the game at 42%. So for Toronto right now, Ibaka is the 4 and Valanciunas in the middle. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, Kyle Lowry can be so creative sometimes. You think the window's too tight, but he finds a way.
Now here's Hood. Favors with the screen. There's the pick. Gobert the pass to Hood. Shot clock at 6. Off the pick. Count it.
But Kevin, I think Rodney Hood does such a good job using his size to create good opportunities in the pick and roll situation. He's got a really good feel.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. Rubio against Lowry. Screened by Ibaka. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's foul number 2 for him. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and that one had the right spit on it, and it is good. DeRozan's got 12 points in the game. Jazz trail by 4. Rubio outside. The dish to Ingles. Gobert the screen. Ingles kicks to Favors. There's the pick. Kicks it out to Rubio. 5 to shoot. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. He's got 9.
I'll tell you, that's about focus on the interior because Favors is a super talent and he'll find a way to score inside. Well, Derek Favors has always gotten a lot of credit for his defensive abilities, but to me, his offense has come such a long way since he came out of Georgia Tech.
Now here's Favors. 9 points in the game so far. Gobert dishes to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hood against DeRozan for the tie. Here's Favors. It's good. This game is all even. Favors has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
There's the pick. Ibaka with the screen on Rubio. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Favors a good post threat. Dorsey can hit that hook shot with either hand.
And the footwork serves him well in the pick and roll. Even when the help is there, this guy can maneuver and create his own shot around the rim.
For Toronto, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And the Raptors with a strong bench unit.
Well, Kev, if you look at what's called the, quote, net rating for their bench, overall they were 3rd best last season. And to me, that goes directly to the ability in their front office. Great scouting, great analytics, and always able to find contributors to fill out their roster.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Ingles passes to Favors. Favors with the screen. Gobert dishes to Rubio. Favors with a screen on Lowry. Here's Rubio. Here's Favors. Ibaka with some nice D.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now here's Powell. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. Good with it. Right side Favors. Rubio outside. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. The pass to Favors. Feeds it to Gobert. Favors sets the pick for Rubio for the lead, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's DeRozan. Rubio with the rebound. Rubio's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now, here's Ingles. Guarded by Powell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Of course, you've been a color analyst for both men's basketball, women's basketball. Stylistically, what's the difference, in your opinion, between the two, if anything?
Well, I think there are a number of differences. The primary one being athleticism is slowly starting to take shape and more dictate the outcome of success in women's basketball, whereas athleticism has always been a part of dictating the outcome of games. The above-the-rim aspect of the NBA versus, for the most part, the below-the-rim aspect of the WNBA. That would be the primary difference for me.
But the fundamentals, too, sometimes stand out. The women's game, I think, really, you can see fundamentals so strongly.
You can, Kevin, and I think what helped the women's game tremendously was, especially in the WNBA, you had NBA coaches transition to roles in the WNBA, the Bill Lambiers, the Mike Thibault, so they taught that group how to be pros, how to win on that level.
Excellent point. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Udo's checked in for Gobert, and it's Mitchell in for Ricky Rubio. That one is no good.
And guys, it was just announced last season that the Jazz had transferred the team's ownership to a legacy trust intended to keep the team in Utah for generations to come. Apparently, the move is a first of its kind in major North American pro sports.
Well, obviously, it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Powell. He's got 11. They set the screen. Lowry a screen on Ingles. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter. Greg, you look at the Jazz, that legacy trust means that all profits are reinvested right back into the team.
I mean, a tremendous move, recognizing that the team belongs to Utah and the people of Salt Lake City. This is truly a community asset. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
For Utah, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Your Rebco's checked in for Joe Ingles. And that one falls for Favors. And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or two away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, "We couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles." Kyle Lowry told me, "We're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be." Kevin?
And DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge. And DeRozan signing a big contract extension to stay in Toronto, Doris, the summer of 2016.
Right, Kev. When he did that, it was the second largest contract in league history. And the guy didn't even take an interview with another organization. He said, "I am Toronto."
One shot.
A free throw dropped for DeRozan.
Well, I think you have to admit that DeMar DeRozan is a guy who's gotten better with age. He's always been great, but I think now certainly one of the elite offensive players in the entire association.
Now here's Hood. He's got 6, and Favors kicks to Hood. The Jazz working the ball around now. From the stripe. A second chance effort. Here's Favors. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, just excellent use of the shot fake, Kevin. Derek Favors has put a lot of work into this. He's become very effective getting the guy to commit.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
First free throw is good. Burks, he's checked in for Utah. And so Favors nails both of them. Toronto trailing. Lowry passes to Siakam. There's the screen. Outside DeRozan. Birtle sets the pick for DeRozan. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Outside for Lowry. Now here's Powell. He's got 13. Passes it to Siakam. And here is Powell. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the way in. Powell's got 15. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Favors dishes to Mitchell. Shoots over DeRozan. Here's Udo. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Lowry with the ball, and Burks picks him up defensively. Pirtle kicks to Powell. Here's DeRozan, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And now it's a 3-point Toronto lead.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Here's your Rebko. Udo with the ball. Here's Burks. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Shots, gentlemen.
Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Love to see Alec Burks get aggressive with the defense. This guy terrific getting the defense to foul him.
It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Free throw good. Burks.
Alec Burks, Kevin, continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a 2-guard.
And the Jazz making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Anunoby's checked in. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Unloads from 13. That one wide left.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
What a game. This lead just keeps going back and forth.
And Dwayne Casey, known as a grinder, pound the rock, Doris, is his motto.
Well, along those lines, how about this? In college, he actually worked in a coal mine in order to get the money to buy a car. Hard work indeed. And we're not talking just any car. It was a 70s white coupe with swivel seats. How cool is that for a young guy?
Jazz have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Mitchell kicks to Udo. This is to Burks. On the wing, Cephalosha. He feeds it to Udo. Pass to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And Toronto making a change here. Nogueira's checked in. Here's Burks. Clock at 2. The shot, no good. Nice D from DeRozan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting. That ability to just kind of draw fouls. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And DeMar DeRozan, always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork helped this guy live at the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Now Burks. Jerebko kicks to Burks. Nice ball movement by Utah. The feed to Cephalosha. They set the pick. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Cephalosha's got the game tied up here for the Jazz. DeRozan passes to Nogueira. Lowry setting the pick from Nogueira. DeRozan against Burks. Here's Nogueira. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And the Raptors lead by 2. Utah's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Kicks it to Cephalosha. He dishes it to Jerebko. Udo, the pass to Cephalosha. Feeds to Mitchell. Over Nogueira. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Ricky Rubio comes in for Mitchell. .149 left to play here in the third. And DeRozan kicks to Nogueira. Outside Lowry. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. DeRozan against Burks. Gobert, the screen. There's a screen. A floater. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. Udo kicks to Gobert. Over Lowry. 1:12 left in the third quarter. DeRozan dishes to Lowry. Now here's Nogueira. Siakam kicks to Pirtle. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Pirtle's got 6.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Burks kicks to Gobert. Rubio outside. Pass to Burks. Gobert with a screen on DeRozan. Burks. The teardrop falls in.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
There's the pick. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Back to Lowry. Floats one, and it's in there. He has 7.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And here's Cephalosha for 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Toronto. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Get the pass, attack. Pass, attack. But down there, we got to get stopped.
Dwayne Casey focusing on ball movement and finishing strong, but also getting it done on D.
Yeah, getting stops and then taking care of the boards. It's only working if you get control of the basketball.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Ricky Rubio is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Thabo Cephalosha. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
Boy, how comfortable is Rudy Gobert on the interior? The size and the score. Nice.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Here's DeRozan. Outside for Lowry. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Rubio misses.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
Now, here's Lowry. He kicks to DeRozan. Shoots over Burks. And it's DeRozan missing. Utah trailing here. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. To take the lead, and the rejection by Valanciunas. DeRozan passes to Lowry. Ibaka outside. Now the dish to Valanciunas. Screen by Ibaka. Clock at 4. Tries it from 19. Misses off the right iron. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Burks. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
And it's tied up with that one. Powell, he's checked in for the Raptors. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Raptors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Screened by Valanciunas. Inside. And finished off by DeRozan.
Just terrific communication between teammates. DeRozan times his leap to perfection, and the pass was perfect.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Now here is Cephalosha. There's the pick. Gobert dishes to Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert with a screen on Valanciunas. On its way from Burks for 2. Another miss by Utah. And the Raptors with possession. They lead by 1. Inside. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Mate never misses the chance to drop a dime. As usual, Lowry one step ahead of everyone, setting up the bucket.
And Rubio kicks to Cephalosha. Gobert against Valanciunas. It's stolen by Lowry. Now the Raptors moving it up. Lowry leading the charge. Burks with the double team. And stolen by Cephalosha. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Boy, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
And early on, Serge Ibaka known for his shot-blocking Doris and rebounder.
And you have to admire, Kev, that the guy put in work to become a better offensive player. First he mastered the mid-range, then he stretched his range out to the three-point line. He's become a player you have got to guard as a perimeter scorer.
The first one falls.
Well, let's remember, Serge Ibaka is a defensive presence. This guy, an elite shot blocker early in his career, and he is now a capable scorer from just about anywhere.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Hood comes in for Burks. And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Rubio against Lowry. Favors with the screen. Outside Hood. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Ingles, that's for 2. Another miss by Utah. Toronto leading by 5. Here's Powell. Ibaka. It's good on the putback.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Now the pass to Hood. Favors with the screen. Here's Gobert. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And this is what we're starting to see, right? A growing number of players league-wide who can combine both shot blocking and three-point shooting. That used to be a rare combination. And if you think about it, Serge Ibaka was a forerunner. He was one of the first in the league to do it.
And he makes the first. And Doris Ibaka, drafted with the 24th pick by Oklahoma City back in 2008, seen as a raw project player. His development as a shooter, really impressive.
Right. Kev, this guy came into the league strictly as an energy player. But through work and dedication, he develops a big-time mid-range jump shot. And by year 6, he stretched that out to the three-point line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Jazz trail by 6. Rubio outside. Favors with the screen. Elbow shot. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Valanciunas. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
Passes it to Hood. Now, here's Ingles. Guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Fader on the way. Hood can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
DeRozan passes to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lowry against Rubio. Dishes to Favors. Outside Hood. Gobert the screen. Lock at 6. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hood.
Well, you want to see Rudy Gobert set hard picks because this guy is getting in a terrific position and allowing his guys to make easy shots.
Now, here's Valanciunas. And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. Tries from 10. Ingles with the rebound.
Good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Hood gets the bucket.
You know, since halftime, he's finally started to shoot with confidence.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. And here's DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Hood. Here's DeRozan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, doing what he does best. DeMar DeRozan hits the afterburner on the drive, catches the defense flat-footed.
And Favors kicks to Rubio. Favors with the screen. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. It's stolen by DeRozan. Outside for Lowry. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Lowry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors. The Jazz shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Pass to Hood. Gobert with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Hood. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Hood's got 10 points in just the second half. Raptors leading by 5. DeRozan with it. Ibaka with the screen on Favors. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
I think I can make the case that DeMar DeRozan finishes through contact like a big man. This guy is tremendous at end-one opportunities.
One shot.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Jazz trail by 8. Here's Rubio. Favors sets the pick for Hood. Favors with a screen on Ibaka. Off the pick. No good off the front iron. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Tipped away and stolen by Hood. And now Utah, fast break. Up and in on the layup.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Raptors leading by 6. To the inside. The rebound by the Jazz.
And that was almost one for the highlights. The long distance alley-oop, just a fraction off the mark.
Now, here's Rubio. He feeds it to Hood. And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's just a 4-point Raptor lead.
And Kevin, I think as long as Derek Favors is in rhythm, you've got to get him the basketball. This is such a talented offensive player.
Back to Lowry. In the corner, Powell with it. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Now, here's Rubio. Gobert, the screen. Favors, dishes to Hood, and there's the feed to Ingles. 5 on the clock. Gobert, the screen. That's a 2 from Hood, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Raptors leading by 7. Now DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Ingles. And stolen by Hood. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Shoots over DeRozan. Ingles can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
The wide open look here for Ingles. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Now here's DeRozan. Screen by Ibaka. DeRozan passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, guys, really good court vision, allowing DeRozan to make that pass. You know, he sees the play developing way in advance.
Gobert, the screen. Rubio against Lowry. Gobert with the screen on Lowry. Favors with the screen. To the paint. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Fast break Toronto. Lowry's got the ball. Offensive rebound. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over the back call.
Well, so many foul calls, 50-50. Not that one. He barged right into him.
1:32 left in the 4th. Powell with the screen. Lowry against Rubio. Right side Lowry. He dishes it to Ibaka. Screen by Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Now, here's Rubio. There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. Hood for 3. Second shot opportunity, and it's Favors laying it in.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
And here's Lowry. Screen by Ibaka. Valanciunas with a screen on Rubio. Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio.
Don't you just love the gritty nature of Ibaka's game? This guy easily draws contact thanks to his aggressiveness.
Serge Ibaka at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
Oh, yeah, he knows what those free throws mean, right? That takes away any chance of a last-minute comeback.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 9. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
It's a take-charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. So Utah ends up going with the new group. "36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Neto. Kicks to Mitchell. There's a screen. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Caboclo kicks to right. And so it's Toronto winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to be. That's what we got to do. If we play defense, we know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.